Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much again for being a viewer, for being a subscriber. I appreciate you. I want you to know that you keep me motivated to do this multiple times a day to give you important updates about where things are heading. Boy, oh boy, is it an eventful day in DC. Some pretty unusual things are happening. Now, I reported on my channel over the past couple of days that there were some hints of division between the Republicans and between the administration. There's definitely, to some extent, a lack of communication, if you will. And then I asked the question, is there actually a disconnect? Is there actually a sense of detachment between the administration and between the Senate? Well, in this video, I'll dig a little deeper into this and give you some more updates and give you some essentially new news that has emerged from Speaker Pelosi. Speaker Pelosi today in a call with her colleagues said, and I quote, "I don't think our leverage has ever been greater than it is now." In fact, this was reported by Jake Sherman at Politico. You'll see the tweet on your screen. Speaker Pelosi said these words, "I don't think our leverage has ever been greater than it is now." Wow. This is something that, we think about as citizens. This is something politicians think about. But this is where you've heard Speaker Pelosi just say it out into the open. Just incredible. On your screen also, you'll see an article from Bloomberg that actually came out today, and it was just updated. And the headline of the article is as follows: Trump and Republicans divided on stimulus as Pelosi demands a revamp. This is just astonishing. A $1.8 trillion package is being tossed around as if it's nothing. This money has the potential to save many of us, millions of us, from eviction. It'll allow millions of individuals to put food on the table, to pay rent, to keep the lights on. Just unbelievable that this is even being discussed right now. But I think this article, and I will provide you with a link to the article in the description section below, and the article highlights two things that I believe are very significant as far as the next stimulus is concerned. The first is that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is demanding that the $1.8 trillion stimulus counteroffer from the White House be revamped. That's what she wants. She wants it to be revamped. And on top of that, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is essentially pushing a smaller scale strategy, a different vote to the floor next week. I have covered this in detail in another video. And basically, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell wants to vote next week on just one provision, which is replenishing funds in the Paycheck Protection Program for small businesses. Now, there was some reporting that this may include $1,200 stimulus checks, but I'm waiting for confirmation. I don't have confirmation about that yet. What I do have confirmation about is that Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is going to propose a vote on the floor next week to propose an extension of the Paycheck Protection Program for businesses that were the most hardest hit, for small businesses that need the money the most. And by the way, President Trump did tweet earlier today, and I did cover that on my channel as well: go big or go home. So it's not very clear to me whether the president is contradicting what Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is doing, or the president is pursuing essentially a plan A and a plan B strategy. Plan A is to go for big stimulus, and plan B is to have the Senate vote on a smaller stimulus package. Now, if you believe that the White House and the Senate are in agreement and are sort of working together, then, you probably believe in the plan A and the plan B strategy. If you believe that the White House and the Senate are just completely detached from each other, there's no coordination, then it's quite possible that the president is pushing the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to go for a higher stimulus instead of voting on a limited interim bill next week while stimulus negotiations are ongoing. Now, let me be clear. The president did call off negotiations last Wednesday. Then after that, the president wanted something piecemeal. And then after that, the president pushed for higher stimulus. Then after that, this happened on Sunday, which, by the way, it seems like a lifetime ago, but it's 24 hours ago. Then on Sunday, the White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and the U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin proposed repurposing of funds from the CARES Act to fund the Paycheck Protection Program. And today, the Senate has basically said, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has said that there's going to be a vote on the floor next week when the senators return. Remember, they return on October 19th, Monday, to vote on this Paycheck Protection Program extension. In the midst of all this, the president issued a tweet today saying, go big or go home. By the way, if you're getting confused, you're not alone. I'm the one who's trying to make sense of all this and then sort of give you the information without coming across as if I'm incoherent or as if I'm confused. Because, I have to research this, I have to prepare for these videos, and I have to present the information to you. So put yourself in my shoes for a second. If you're confused, put yourself in my shoes, having to process all of this information and then present it to you. If you appreciate the effort, all I ask is that you please click the like button. Your vote of confidence in me and my team is you gently tapping that like button, you igniting that like button. You can also click the subscribe button and please enable notifications to get instant updates from our channel going forward. While all of this is going on, House Speaker Pelosi told Democrats on a caucus call today that Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's proposal was, I quote, a non-starter according to participants on the call. House Speaker Pelosi warned that Democratic priorities would be cut in any deal based on such an agreement. And she highlighted that her side's negotiating position is even stronger after the president's tweet saying, go big, according to participants who were briefed on that call. So let me be clear. The two sides are still pretty far apart in coming to a consensus about big stimulus. I did do another video on my channel earlier today where I talked about specifically what the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said about the vote on the interim bill for the Paycheck Protection Program next week and the fact that all the Senate Republicans would be coming back to vote on that next week. I also did a detailed video on what House Speaker Pelosi said. But here's the bottom line when you try and mesh all of this information together. And essentially, the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who had indeed warned that many Republican senators would not back another large stimulus package, said that there probably isn't enough time to get a large stimulus done before the election. Mnuchin and White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows did brief Senate Republicans on aspects of the president offer on Saturday, and I did report that on my channel as well, that did not meet with the kind of approval they were expecting. In fact, many Senate Republicans slammed the offer and said that it was too high. And one person actually said that the proposal would get few Republican votes without major changes. I did do another video talking about that in detail, so you want to check that out on our channel. Now, House Speaker Pelosi's top deputy, Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, said that House members, the Democrats, could return to Washington before the election if there's a stimulus deal to be voted on. And he did say that on the caucus call today. And he said if that didn't happen, the intention was for the chamber's post-election plan to have people return on November 16th if there is no stimulus plan. And the House Speaker has had some Democrats ask her to approve this $1.8 trillion package, but this is what House Speaker Pelosi said. She said the administration's offer is a miserable and deadly failure. Yep, these were the words used by House Speaker Pelosi, a miserable and deadly failure. And on the other hand, President Trump accused Speaker Pelosi of dragging out the talks, of stringing along the administration and the Republican senators to, I quote, influence the election. And I've mentioned Congressman Ro Khanna from California. He said, people in need cannot wait until February. $1.8 trillion is significant and more than twice the Obama stimulus. And he said, make a deal and put the ball in McConnell's court. And Andrew Yang, who's a former Democratic presidential contender, said, Congress, please pass this for the American people. Nancy Pelosi say yes, this is a big win for millions of families who are hurting right now. And the speaker has indeed stuck to her guns. And she did say, like I mentioned at the start of this call, she said that they have more leverage now than they've ever had before. So that is where things stand, everybody. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is a highly unusual situation. And one thing is clear right now, the Democrats are not budging. That's number one. Number two, the president says he wants bigger stimulus. Okay, that's the second thing. And the third thing, the thing sort of that matters the most in all this, even if a deal is reached, it does not look like Senate Republicans are supporting a large stimulus. If they were, then you would see comments from Senate Majority Leader about supporting a large stimulus instead of trying to do an interim short-term stimulus next week, which then begs the question, why is the president saying something different and the Senate saying something different? And all of this is going on simultaneously with the speaker's position, which is the speaker standing firm and not budging and wanting a revamping of a $1.8 trillion offer. That's it, everybody. Thank you so much. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. I really, really appreciate you watching. All I ask is you check out my videos so you know more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time, most days of the week. That's 2 p.m. East Coast time. If you want to get on our SMS list, get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000. That's 70000. You can get added to SMS alerts list. You can also get added to our email list. Go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts. You'll get added to our email list. You can opt out of the SMS or the email list at any point in time. No worries about that. Also, you can follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. You'll get exclusive content on Instagram. You can also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. That's ignition_time. You'll get breaking news and alerts on Twitter. Keep in mind that sometimes YouTube does not send out notifications instantly. So what you can do is simply bookmark our channel, youtube.com/ignition time on your browser. You can use any browser, and that way you can visit our homepage and you can watch the videos at any point in time that you want. I would really, really appreciate it if you gently tap that like button, ignite that like button, because our channel is Ignition Time. That would mean a lot to me. I really appreciate you watching. Please click the like button. That tells the YouTube algorithm you found the content valuable. That helps out the YouTube algorithm. That's your vote of confidence in me and my team. I really appreciate you watching. Once again, we release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye.